welcome to Beauty Bosses of the South. I'm your host, Miss Honesty, and I'm here with the very lovely, Ricki.
How you doing? So good to see you.
It's so good, so
Thank
good.
you. Thank you for coming.
Listen, the pleasure is all mine.
Really?
Between her and Beyonce, they keep me busy, you know.
Really?
Y'all know.
That is like the hugest compliment ever. Oh my God.
Now you know you the brow and microblading legend.
I'm trying.
What you trying for?
Because I have to try.
Message.
You gotta keep trying. You gotta keep learning.
Trying.
Yeah.
So we are here at this beautiful loft overlooking Charlotte's beautiful downtown area, and we're getting ready to get into this interview. So I hope you're ready. So Ms. Hall, where did you get your entrepreneur spirit from?
I have to say my mom.
Okay.
She has always worked, but she's also always braided hair on the side.
Okay.
And so I can remember several nights and days of me helping her braid to the end. Like she would go halfway and I would finish, and she would just do client after client. And so it allowed me to see that, oh, you can make money outside of going to a 9 to 5. Yeah. So I was excited. I think that my grandmother who raised me, majority, I would say from teenage until it was time to get out of high school of my life, she instilled a work ethic in me, because she would work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. at one job, and then 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. at another job, every day, 5 days a week. So she kind of instilled in me that you have to work. Like there's no other option.
You don't work, you don't eat.
You don't work, you don't eat.
You don't work, you don't eat.
And so the combination of both, I knew that I needed to work, but I also can do something else that was more of what I loved.
Okay.
And so that's what I did. And I always had a job. I remember even before I started with 3B Beauty, I was selling clothes. I was selling shoes in Raleigh.
Hustler.
I would go to the club and I would have on a whole outfit that I ordered from a vendor and the shoes. And then I would leave the club at night, I would pop the trunk.
Are those where we got those beautiful red bottoms from?
No, these are authentic.
Message.
But I would, show them that I had their size, and I would literally make sales outside of the club, at the gas station, wherever. And then I would wake up the next morning and go to my 9 to 5. And so I did that for a long time. It took a while for me to get comfortable with just like going full force entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you get the idea for your business?
I think I got it because I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 5 years. And that 5th year in Atlanta, a female that I went to high school with, she was really big on YouTube, like trying out wigs and things like that. And she did an episode where she went and got her lashes done. And at the end of the episode, she said that she paid $225 for her lashes.
Oh my goodness.
And I loved lashes at the time. I was doing like clusters and, for $25 here and there. And when she said that, I was like,
that's more than I can make on a pole.
Right.
Message.
And so I said, wow, that's a good business. But I knew that, so there's an upside and downside of being in the beauty industry. Like if you do hair and things like that, you stand on your feet all day and you have to deal with clients. And I was kind of turned off a little bit. And so I said, that's a good business, but I don't really want to, deal with that. Okay. And so I just kept it on the back burner until I moved back to North Carolina. When I moved back to North Carolina, I was working in a management position, and it was similar to what I'd done in my 20s.
Okay.
And I said, wow, I feel like I've gone backwards.
Okay.
And I really, really want to work on my own again, you know. And it just reminded me of the video, and I said, I wonder if I can find someone to train me. And my goal from the very beginning was, if you can do this and make what you're making in corporate America, and you can learn to where you can teach other people, then go ahead and go full force.
Go ahead and go full force.
And I did it. In 6 months of working in my corporate job, I did it on the side, I got 100 clients.
So I would definitely say your tenacity is your business mindset, or your success factor. Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I do a lot of training classes, And sometimes I can see that right away in females, and sometimes not. But the ones that I see it in, I follow them. And it just warms my heart to see them a year later.
Yes.
Completely different life.
Each one teach one.
Yeah.
Yes. So, considering that there is fierce competition out there, because we all know in this lash business, again, you're going to train a lot of people. There's fierce competition.
Yeah.
How do you stay so competitive? Because when people hear your name, they know the best.
Really?
Yes.
You were like opening up my eyes to things that I didn't know.
Listen, they know. I'm telling you, when people say your name in it, and you may not know that, because sometimes with success comes intimidation. So people may be afraid to approach you. That's why we're glad we're able to do these type of videos, so people can see how humble and sincere she is to help and train people.
Don't be afraid of me.
Don't be afraid. But your name is like a legend out there. Like in the area.
I'm about to cry.
Please don't cry. She snatched. We don't need her to cry, so we're gonna go to the next question. So we can show them just how real and sincere you are. Can we talk about a setback you may have had in your business?
A setback. I would say it's been an upward progression, but there has been obstacles that I've had to overcome, and sacrifices that I've had to make.
Okay.
And like I was telling you off camera, one of those being a personal life. I'm just now entering my first relationship, real relationship, and I'm in my 30s. And because I've always said that I don't want to depend on someone. And so I work, whether it's 10 hours, 12 hours, sacrifice vacations, things like that. That's been a big thing. But also just being a mother too. I have a 15-year-old who'll be 16 in a couple of weeks.
That's very money savvy. I follow that.
Yeah, he is. And so it's a setback when you have to not make a football game, or you can't do everything that he wants, because I have a full day of clients, and I'm trying to explain to him, well, mommy needs to make this money because you want this expensive this. That kind of thing. I haven't had really setbacks in business where I've lost, because I'm very strategic in my planning. I'm a writer. I love to write out things months in advance, years in advance. I believe that to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to do that. So that you don't have those setbacks. You don't spend money that's not there. You keep your credit good. You keep your circle small. You keep mentors, things like that. So I haven't experienced a big setback to where I've had to, say, oh my God, I gotta file bankrupt or something like that. But just the small things, the obstacles that I have to overcome in order to sustain a business.
Yes, and it's hard.
It is.
It's hard. Listen. What is your greatest support system in your entrepreneur world? Because again, you just mentioned that you're in your first relationship, and we're praying that you are equally yoked, and that person is ready to allow you to kick your feet up, because she deserves to kick her feet up. So we're going to be praying that is God's plan.
So far,
for you.
So good.
Yeah, listen. But who supports you? Because you need that support when you are running a business.
I have 5 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
And they're all younger. Well, actually, one's older, but she's kind of younger. But they look up to me, and they give me the support. They give me the messages and the talks. I would say that outside of my family, who has always shown their support, complete strangers.
Oh, wow.
Every day I get a message, whether it's a comment or an inbox or a text message from a complete stranger, or maybe just a new client who I've only seen once, and they send me the sweetest things.
I don't think that's a complete stranger. I want to let you know that I think that is God, and those people are obedient to God to give you the strength that you need.
Have to be.
Because
who takes that time out?
Yeah.
I'm talking paragraphs. Right.
He does.
And I'm reading it. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you were thinking about me?
He was.
Like, I was just doing what I love, and it comes easy now because I've been doing it for so long. And they're just like, you changed my life. And I'm like, how can I stop?
Listen.
I need to change somebody else's.
Listen. So God has definitely seen fit to make sure that the messengers are obedient to give his messages to you of love. And with that being said, we're just gonna let that sink into our soul. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to 3B Beauty Loft. Come on in. All right, I am Ricki Hall, and I'm the owner of 3B Beauty Loft, as well as the lead trainer for 3B Enhancement Training. And this is LaShawn.
So fresh and so clean.
This is her product line. We are the exclusive carrier for Sensational organic skincare line. And come on in. Usually when our guests arrive, they will sign our waivers and kind of get to know us a little bit. And this is the area where they can relax. And come on in, I'll show you where it goes down. So over here we have our stations. These are for our lash stylists as well as our microblading technicians. They do amazing work, so make sure you check us out. We're located close to Uptown Charlotte at 310 Arlington Avenue, Loft 337. All right? So come on down. Here you'll see some of the skincare products. We don't have it all in, but just a little sneak peek where we have our facial scrubs, lip balms, cleansers, toners, everything you need to have the beautiful skin that you need, and it's all, again, organic. All right. So over here we have our makeup station where we have a celebrity makeup artist, Janae Camp. She does all the magic here. Very proud of her. Just so happy that she's a part of our team. And this is where it goes down with me. And I am a microblading technician. I am a specialist in eyelash extensions. And I also offer permanent makeup, which includes permanent eyeliner and lip pigmentation. So those are my services. And then we have our stations where we have the other services. Now, if you come back this way, you'll see this is we call this our relaxation area, because everyone that comes in, they like to take pictures, or they want to feel like they're just in an oasis of peace, and that's what we want to bring here. Good energy, love, and professionalism. And then back here, we have a private studio in the back where we offer wax services as well as pure sculpting, so like weight loss management. So you can get everything you need in one place at 3B Beauty Loft.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that tour of this beautiful loft. But now that we've got some of that great information out, I just like to take the time for Miss Hall to just give you guys some freelance advice for those entrepreneurs who are looking to start their own business. Go ahead.
So I go by what I call the 3Ds. If you are an entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur and you feel that this lifestyle is for you, one thing you should have is the desire. I think that sometimes people have an idea, they see their friends, they see social media, they get kind of consumed with the idea that something is for them. If you don't have a pure desire for that particular craft, then it's not gonna work. You also have to have dedication. It requires you to put in hours. You can take any training class from anyone, whether it be an 8-hour class or a 5-day class. If you don't have the dedication to actually practice your new craft, and actually stay up those hours and work on days, on holidays or birthdays, things of that nature, you're not gonna be successful. It requires that. And then you also have to have determination. Lots of times you may get a client and then you think, oh wow, I've started. This is my business. It's not a business. That client is not yours until they've come to see you at least 4 times. 1, twice, 3 times, no. They need to consistently see you and make you a part of their monthly bill cycle. And it requires you to be determined. You need to be determined in your goals. You need to set them, you need to write them, you need to actually live what you see. And once you accomplish those things and you have that desire and that dedication and determination, you will be successful. It's not like an exact formula to this. You are going to have some obstacles. You are going to have things that come into play, but how you react to those things is going to set you apart from the other person that thinks this is for them.
I just reevaluated my whole life with those three loves. I'm just gonna let y'all know, if y'all not reevaluating your life, I just reevaluated my whole life, because that is some great advice.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
Just real life. These are things that have worked for me, and like I said, I've trained a lot of girls, and the ones who've actually done those things and took the notes and actually lived that life, they are successful. They're driving these BMWs, they living in these big houses, they don't have to depend on anyone else, and they're making it happen. And that's just because they had that drive and they had that desire and they really wanted to see it through. I get a lot of students that it's just an idea. And I get people that send me messages and they're like, hey, how much is your lash class? Or how much is your microblading class? And I tell them, and then they say, yeah, because I'm looking for something to do on the side to make some quick money. It's not quick money. Like, this is my business. This is my life. So I don't even respond to them.
Yeah.
Like, some trainers will, to get the quick money from them. But me, I want dedicated individuals that actually want to see it through, because I stay in touch with my students. Like, I'm an open book for them. Like, I constantly want them to continuously call me, text me, send me pictures, all of that. So people who are kind of fly by night, I'll turn their money away, because it's not going to go anywhere. You don't have a desire. You just want to waste time. You want a quick buck. Yeah.
And I can definitely attest to
get a check,
being able to call, because we've had our moments where the world is really small, and someone who was trained, had a client who was trained by Ricki, who knew Ricki was the best. So when she had an experience at one of the salons, they called you, and you immediately inboxed me, and she walked my girl through the process. Now, this girl was brand new to this, but she walks her through the process on a busy day to make sure that things went well. And I appreciate that.
And then my phone died, and I had complete anxiety, because I'm like, wait, I didn't get to finish helping out this situation. Let me get in the car and charge this up, because when you have a passion for something, it doesn't matter if that person is trained by you or not. You love people. Like, I don't want her client to suffer because maybe this person just didn't have all the knowledge that they needed to have. So if I have it to give, I'm gonna give it.
And one thing you said that really stuck out to me is that I don't judge artists, I critique work. Just elaborate on that a little bit, because I don't think people really understand what that means.
What I meant by that when I said it was, everybody comes from all walks of life. I come from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I didn't grow up with the normal mother-father background. And I knew that when I broke out, I wanted to break out because I wanted to break generational and geographical curses. I didn't want to feel like, oh, because in my generation, this is how it ends, or because I'm from here, that means I have to be Merc Mob, McDonald's worker till I retire. No, I wanted to break those curses. And so the people that I encounter, I don't look at where they're from, what their background is, who their mother is, any of that. What is your goal, and how can I help you get to it? If you have a passion for it and you're willing to take my advice, because it's easier to get it from someone who's already made mistakes. It's easier to get it from someone who's already lived it. If you are so closed-minded that you are gonna fight me on it, then it's probably not for you. But I'm definitely here to give it to you. And I'm not thinking about, oh, well, what if she gets better than me? I hope she does. I pray she does.
The livelihood of this industry depends on the next person being good. You can't make all the money. What Denise always says,
millions of people in every city.
8.9 billion people in the world. You can't make all the money.
Absolutely.
You can't.
And you don't want to, because guess what? To make all that money requires, you to work so many hours every day. And I'm trying to live my best life. I want to get out there and travel and you know, do those things, and you can't do that if you're constantly work. You should have a plan to where you work for a certain period of time, and then you relax. And you let the investments that you made and all that hard work that you put in work for you.
Yeah. So if this wasn't an example of our famous slogan, the dream is free, but the hustle is so separate.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. Episode 5. We can't wait to see you on our next episode. You guys check out Miss Ricki Hall. We'll have all her information in the video. See you next time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to dedicate this interview to my mom, who recently passed away. I know she's here with me, but I wish she was here in a physical form to be able to see me doing the things that she said that I would be able to do. I love you, I miss you, and I hope that I'm doing and living up to the expectations that you have for me.